Good evening, everybody. Phil here. Welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Tuesday, the 17th of June, 2025. A good streaming day of variety and good times. Let's talk about how it went because it was kind of an interesting day that was unexpected. So let's chat. First of all, today we did not have a formal level 1 podcast. Instead, we had about a 20-minute hangout session where we basically just chatted for a bit while I waited for attendance to build up on the stream. And then we started with the premiere of Onimusha 2, what's it called? Samurai's Destiny, the remastered edition that came out last month at the end of May. So how did it go? Well, Onimusha 2 actually has better graphics, plays a little bit better, and actually has a lot more interesting things in the game because of all these other characters, these supporting characters that are in the game that as you play, they show and help you in combat, but they're part of the story, and if you give them items, they actually will give you reward items. So I've already gotten several upgrade items for my health and magic and things like that as a result of helping them out. It's actually kind of neat, this system that they built into the game. Now, the game has hack and slash combat. The game has RPG leveling elements, and the game has Resident Evil-esque camera angles and puzzles. So again, it's very similar to Onimusha 1, only now there's more to the game with these other characters involved. So in the first 3.5 hours that we played it today, I got 3 weapons, leveled them up, had a good time fighting multiple enemies, a couple, I think 1 or 2 boss fights. Good story developing so far. I really liked it. It went really well. People seem to enjoy it too. And guess what? We hit not 1, but 2 support goals on the first stream. Whole 1 goal was done by 1 person with a ginormously supportive super chat. And then we had another group of people who came in and were very supportive by the end of the stream. And therefore, we ordered mod pizza for delivery. Okay. So I extended the stream a little bit and ended up getting 3 separate gameplay videos. Only 1 is live as of right now. But as soon as I finish wrapping this up, I will actually be doing the next 2 videos uploaded. I couldn't do them all because I did DSP Tries It. There's not enough time to upload everything between the streams. So part 1 of Onimusha 2 is live right now. And then DSP Tries It Mod Pizza is also live over on my DSP Reacts channel. That's at DSP Reacts on YouTube. If you want to ever give that a follow or a subscribe because you want to see the DSP Tries It's moving forward, that's what you should do. And it was actually an interesting episode. Why? Number 1, I had never had mod pizza before. Number 2, I grew up on the East Coast of the U.S. eating authentic Italian pizza. And number 3, because I thought it was going to be horrible. It was actually a legit interesting episode. I had a good time doing it, and I think that you will enjoy it yourself if you've never had mod pizza or you're curious, gee, what if someone who eats good pizza, back in the day, what would you think about mod pizza today? You might want to give it a look, all right? So it was a good episode. Check it out. Well supported for a stream. 2 goals hit. Now we're at 20 out of 30 goals. And the discussion begins. What's going to be the next DSP Tries It? We'll talk about that in a moment, okay? Then tonight, on the late stream, it was Minecraft. Now, I was warned ahead of time, don't update Minecraft and play the new version. Why? Because the new version just came out today, and apparently new versions of Minecraft they're not compatible with the mods. The mods have to be updated to work with new versions. So if I had booted the new version, all my mods would have broke and probably crashed everything. So I was very pleased and happy that people told me about that. Thank you to those who did. Instead, we booted up the old version of Minecraft that I've been playing now for a couple months, and we had a good time. Tonight, we had a few things on the agenda, multiple fishing trips because it rained a couple times tonight. In addition to that, I really wanted to sort my yard out because my livestock were a big mess out there, and it was hard to make heads or tails of how many I had or what I was doing. So tonight, I built 4 pens in my backyard where I then sorted the livestock out, and let me tell you, it was actually quite stressful to do so because they kept following the wrong way and doing stuff. It was actually entertaining to watch and pretty fun. In addition, we did some horticulture, agriculture. We did something where we went out and we chopped down some trees, but then I was planting bigger trees. One of my fir trees grew, so I got more saplings and started planting more. My whole idea is to have this big, awesome, mini forest next to my house that's a variety of trees from other biomes, okay? So that's working out well. In addition, we crafted a de-enchantment table. This is something in one of the mods that I had. What this allows you to do is take an enchantment off of an enchanted item and put it inside of a book. So now you're making your own enchantment books to build up better weapons and tools later. So we built the de-enchantment table, but then I realized, oh, crud, I don't have any books. We used them all to build the library around the current enchantment table. So in order to fix that, I was like, well, what I got to do then is we got to actually start breeding the livestock. We got to start breeding the cows. So I have a ton of them. So I could sadly have to kill off some of them. You know, what do they call it? Culling or slaughtering of the cows. Yeah. So that we'll have the leather to bound more books so I can actually do de-enchantments and then re-enchant things on the enchantment table. So we did that. We started breeding the animals, and essentially that's what we did tonight. We had a lot of fun conversation. We did. I thought it was actually a really good late night chill stream. Unfortunately, we didn't hit the goal. We got over $100, but we didn't hit the goal. What can you do? I'm not going to sit here and cry when I had an insanely well supported first stream, and even getting over 100 for Minecraft, in my opinion, is still really good. So we got close, but no cigar there. We're still at 20 out of 30 goals. All right. Great streaming day. Thank you to everyone who attended. Thank you to anyone who supported. If you're watching those playthroughs on demand, thanks. If you're watching Onimusha too, really important thing to remember is that whenever I'm starting a brand new playthrough, liking those initial videos and leaving positive comments on them helps the algorithm. It helps people to find those videos on YouTube and it helps the channel. Please do that if you like the playthrough and you're watching it. Okay? Now, tomorrow is also going to be a really interesting and fun day. First off, the podcast will return tomorrow in full force. We have two really big things to do. Number one, we have to determine what is the next DSP tries it when we hit 30 goals. 3 options. Number one, a new Takis meal. That's Takis, T-A-K-I, which is that kind of like chip, you know, the snack that's like a Mexican snack. There's a meal coming to Wendy's featuring that, including a new chicken sandwich and fries. Okay, that's number one. That's coming out in like 3 days. Number two, there is a brand spanking new Fantastic Four branded pizza at Little Caesars. That also just came out today, so that's a possibility. The third possibility was someone's idea over on Kick. They said, there's a local barbecue restaurant right downtown from where you live. Have you ever tried it? And I said, well, no, you know, I stay away from barbecue. I'm not really supposed to eat red meat that often, although as a rarity I can, you know, if we splurge a bit. So we can look at that. I think what we're going to do tomorrow on the podcast is look at all 3 options, see which one looks better. Maybe we'll do a poll to figure out what's the next DSP tries it. Okay? But in addition to that, if you're not aware, tomorrow morning, there is a Nintendo Direct very early in the morning featuring only Donkey Kong Bonanza, which is coming out next month for the Switch 2. Wow, another Switch 2 game to play finally, right? So it's only supposed to be about a 15 to 18 minute long presentation. If that's the case, what we should do is actually review it and watch it tomorrow together on the podcast, figure out exactly what it is and see if, you know, comment on it. I'll react to it. So tomorrow's podcast will be figuring out DSP tries it and reacting to the Donkey Kong Bonanza Direct. Then it's Lies of P, the DLC Overture, continuing after that. So it's a really good first stream. Late stream tomorrow night, which a lot of you guys have been asking for again. More Mario Kart World. It's going to be 2 hours of knockout tour. I hope you'll join me for that. Will I get my second W? I got one so far, and I got a bunch of top 5s, one top 3. Can I get another W? We'll find out tomorrow night. Okay, everyone? All right. Thank you so very much for a great, well-supported, awesome, positive day. See you all tomorrow for another good one. Everyone have a good night. Peace out. See you in the morning for the podcast. Good night.